Hi, fifth graders. This is Miss Najar, and today I'm going to be reading to you about supporting the war. Americans supported the revolution in many ways. Some raised money for the army or loaned money to the new government. Robert Morris, a wealthy merchant, loaned the new government $10,000, which was a huge amount then, to buy gunpowder, food, and supplies. Other Americans made weapons or ran businesses left behind by men who would join the army. Support at home. American women helped to fight for the freedom in many ways. Some traveled to military camps. There, they cooked meals or cared for the sick and wounded soldiers. Women also became carpenters, blacksmiths, and shipbuilders. Others took charge of family farms or shops when their husbands and fathers or sons went to war. And as you can see, this is a picture of Molly Pitcher loading a cannon. Some women gave hope to Americans through writing. Mercy Otis Warren wrote a history of the American Revolution. Phyllis Wheatley wrote poems about freedom. Abigail Adams, the wife of John Adams, supported the revolution from her home near Boston. You can read part of her letter about the Declaration of Independence below. She says, "Last Thursday, I went to the King Street to hear the Proclamation for Independence read, and when Colonel Crafts read, great attention was given to every word. As soon as he ended, every face appeared joyful." July 21st, 1776. Support in the field. Several women helped in the battlefields. Sybil Ludington was called the female Paul Revere when she warned colonists of the British attack on Danbury, Connecticut. Deborah Sampson disguised herself as a man to join the army. Mary Ludwig Hayes Macaulay, known as Molly Pitcher, carried water to thirsty soldiers during battle. When her husband was wounded during the Battle of Monmouth, New Jersey, she took his place at the cannon. African Americans were also encouraged to join the war. At this time, most African Americans in the colonies were enslaved and could not serve as soldiers at the beginning of the war. There were some free African American colonists who joined the American Army. The words, "All men are created equal" from the Declaration of Independence gave them hope that victory might create a new nation that treated all people equally. About 5,000 African American colonists served with the Continental Army. Rhode Island's African American soldiers formed their own unit in 1777, called the 1st Rhode Island Regiment. In 1781, the soldiers of the 1st Rhode Island Regiment fought in the final battle of the Revolution, a victory over the British at Yorktown, Virginia. And here's an illustration of them above, of that 1st Rhode Island Regiment during that battle. So as you continue your work today, be thinking about how the Revolution changed according to the roles of the colonial women and even African Americans. Thank you so much for listening along, fifth graders, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day.